Welcome back to the channel. It's Radik here from the Sidekick University. I'm pretty tired right now. I've spent the last couple hours working, but in this video, I'm going to be documenting everything I did in the last 30 days to sell AI-made ebooks for the first time ever, and it's actually profitable. So I'm going to be documenting that, and if anyone wants to watch this and follow along, be my guest. And if you can't tell already, this video is not going to be fast-paced or anything. I may choose to put up images of the screenshots of what I'm talking about, but it's best to probably consume this video as a podcast or in the style of a podcast, because I'm mostly going to be talking about the things that I did. Now, I'm going to be very detailed, and anyone listening to this can follow along. So, yeah, today is the 30th of April, 2025. It's 11:08 a.m. I'm just documenting this, like I said, for my future self and anyone out there who would like to be doing something like this. And this is also a response to what I did with my YouTube channel recently. So I put some links in the description of some of my videos for like mentorships and stuff like that, and I had a few people apply. And some of the people in my friend group and people that I meet locally, they're always confused about what I do for a living and stuff like that, and I've been like really thinking about doing mentorship more and more, whether it's free or paid or whatever. But I've just been doing this recently to get some practice and then get some information about the people who are actually looking to make money online. So I decided, you know what, I'm just going to start recording these videos of the things that I do, so if someone wants to follow me and do what I do, they can see this as practice. And a lot of people think this lifestyle is going to be like flashy or whatever. No, it's pretty boring. Like, you're going to be sitting in a room for hours on end doing like working your computer if you plan to do like digital stuff like this. Or not. If you have money, you can outsource it. But let me not waste any more of your time and get into this video. So 30 days ago, on April 1st of 2025, I decided I wanted to get into digital products. And I was sitting here, I made a whole list. I have it on one of these flashcards. I apologize for the mess, but I'm not going to clean up this place just to make a video. So I had a flashcard, and I was sitting here, and I made like a list of like 36 items or 36 like skills that I've developed and acquired over the years that I could potentially sell for a digital product. And I was like, you know what? I don't want to do anything. I don't want to monetize any of my hobbies or my skills right now. Let me just practice something first before I go out there and like pour my heart and soul into something and it doesn't work out. So let me just go pick a random niche off of the internet. So I was sitting outside, I went for a smoke, and I was thinking for like 5 minutes, and I had this idea, like the first idea that popped into my mind. I was like, all right, let's get it. So I went back inside, and all right, I'm gonna be doing all of this fully digital. So the plan was to have AI do the majority of the work, or at least the bulk of the work, and outsource the things that I don't want to do or just takes too long to do, and then just have the business fully operational. Because my plan is I want to get out of physical product e-com. Like, that business did over $1 million in revenue and stuff like that, and it is really a money printer. But at the same time, I don't want to, we all see how the economy is right now. If someone's watching this in 2025 with tariffs and stuff like that, it's just not sustainable. So I'm trying to get into digital products, and this was just the shift for me. So I spent this last 30 days learning as much as I can and implementing it as I go. So a lot of people's problem is that they spend a lot of time on YouTube or watching videos like this, looking for some shortcut or whatever it is. They're looking for shortcuts on how to do this, how to do that. But let me tell you, I'm about to be 30 years old, and I spent the last 15 years of my life, I started working when I was 12. The last 15 years of my life looking for shortcuts and how to do things, when I just now realized, hey, if I had just done it properly the first time, like, I would have been so much further ahead. Like, instead of looking for shortcuts and just doing it the right way first time, I would have gotten so much better at a skill that it would have happened much faster, and I would have been so much further along. So don't look for shortcuts. And if you're watching this video or listening to this, I want you to, if you don't plan on actually doing this in the near future, or like today, then just like get off of this video right now. You're just wasting your time. Let's actually get into the video. So I had the idea to make the digital product, and I was like, you know what, let's just do this as a test dummy. I wanted to practice and see if I could make this work with just the most random idea. And I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to write anything. I didn't want to speak into this microphone to have anything transcribed. So here's how I got started. The first thing I did was I did my customer research. And I don't know, I might actually turn what I'm doing right now into a digital product and actually show you the inside of this product, but that's not in this video. I'm just sharing this. But for the example of this video, as you can see, my hair looks kind of crazy. I'm starting to grow. I'm letting my hair lock up right now. I'm doing locks. So maybe I'll use that as an example going forward in this video. But yeah, so I did my customer research. And for example, if I was going to do a product to, a digital product for people who are looking to grow locks, for example, I'm going to be using that throughout this video. the customer research and the customer avatar that I created is I'm going to be looking at the people who want to grow dreadlocks or want to lock up, the reasons why, if it's religious, if it's just like sustainability, if it's that they don't have money, or whatever the reason may be for someone wanting to like grow locks or letting their hair lock up and all of that stuff. I want to find out who that person is, where they live, and the reason why they're doing that. So pretty much all of that information. Anything, the more information you can get is better. Once I get just the raw idea in my mind and do a custom research, the other places you can do this is TikTok, Reddit, Quora, and any social media. You can just go on YouTube, look in the comments, and just go. But Reddit is a great place for that. The next thing I did was I went to ChatGPT to validate the concept and the mockup. So I sat here and I spoke like I'm speaking in this video right now into this microphone. It transcribed onto this Word document. I copy pasted it into ChatGPT, put it up there, and I was like, hey, I have this digital product idea. This is what I want to do over the next 30 days. Go ahead and help me validate this idea, and then spit out some information. And it was like, okay, yeah, this could work, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, all right, cool. I was going to do it regardless, but I just wanted to see some feedback of what it would say. So immediately, I got the concept validated and created a mock-up during ChatGPT, and I was like, all right, I'm not gonna do Etsy or anything. I want to just do this in Shopify because I'm already familiar with that platform. I don't want to go do a learning curve or anything else. And then I know on Shopify there's apps that you can use to like immediately deliver your products, and I wanted to use Shopify because even though it's a little bit more expensive, if I was supposed to use something like WordPress or Wix or any other platform, like I'm not as familiar with it, and I know that I can get everything set up on here for as cheap as possible to have everything automated when I have this digital product ready to go. All right, so I set up a Shopify store, the bare bones. So I went on there, I set up the privacy page, I didn't even set up the about or contact page. It was just like a home page, no clickable anything, and it was just like the 2 product placeholders on the front screen. There was nothing else. So what I immediately did once I set up my Shopify account was I got it verified. So I got Shopify verified, Shopify payments verified. So that means I can accept payments and then have it delivered to my bank accounts. And I signed up, so I got not a free trial. I got a $1 a month trial for 3 months, and then it's gonna be $39 a month. But yeah, so I signed up for Shopify, then I purchased the domain based on the niche that I was in and the topic that I wanted to be, a specialist in, that I was gonna aggregate the information on. And I purchased that on the 3rd of April for $16. And immediately after, what I did is, since I already had the product ideas, the digital product ideas that I wanted to sell, is I just made 2 of them, 2 templates in the Shopify, and listed them for sale. So I had 2 digital product templates, just like a cover just made in Canva or ChatGPT, just spit them out and I just put them up there with, a title and a AI, description. And I literally just left it there. Like I didn't add anything else to it, and I left them there for sale and people could purchase it, right? What I did next was I created a new Gmail account. Now I wanted to do this because even though I wanted to have a professional email account linked to the .com or the .whatever domain name extension I use for the Shopify, so the .com email, I created a new Gmail to make it easier to make a YouTube channel, which was the next step, and just to like sign up for like affiliates and stuff like that. So it's easy to log into, easy to just like one-click log into Gmail. So I created a brand new special email address for this entity. And the next thing I did, which I already said, was I created a YouTube channel and got it verified. Now, verified YouTube channel for me involves, and why you would want to do this. So I verified the channel by going to YouTube, putting in all my information, putting in my phone number, and then I did an extra verification step in the settings and the privacy, where they called my phone, did a voice verification, did my age and my address. I had to submit a photo ID of myself and my image. So when you do this with YouTube, like you don't have to do this. You can wait like 3 months or post a few videos, but you have to get your channel verified on YouTube first, so you can have clickable links in the description or anything, like any outbound links on YouTube in general. So I wanted to get this verified, so on my very first video, I could have a link going back to the Shopify store and like promoting my products and promoting whatever else it is that I wanted to promote. So I did that the first day. So the very first day, like all of this stuff, I'm telling you, like I did this in one day. Shopify store, bare bones, I just created the account, put up some products on there. You can easily Google it, just search up on YouTube how to do that. You can find it in 10 seconds. And yeah, so created a Gmail account, created a YouTube channel, and got it verified. And the next thing I did was I created a Google Search Console. A lot of you might not have heard of this before, but Google Search Console, or GSC, is pretty much like a free keyword tracking by Google. So they will show you all of the data. It's latent data, or how can I say this? Sorry, English isn't my first language. It's the data. It's lagging. It's a lagging indicator. So the data that I'm talking about is you can see pretty much all of the keywords or terms that people are searching to find your website into Google, if it's ranking for any, and how many times people are looking for that, and where you rank up and down on the list in Google. So what you want to see is, like, if you have any keywords ranking in the first or second page, you can give them more attention and eventually get them to ranking on page 1. So I created a Google Search Console account. It's free. All of this stuff so far, besides the domain name I purchased and Shopify, has been free. You create the account for free, link it to your Google account. It's free, and then you link it to your Shopify. Everything's included, and then it automatically tracks your pages and your ranking in Shopify. This is going to save you hundreds or thousands of dollars over a year if you plan to do something like this, so you don't have to pay for a keyword tracking tool like SEMrush, or keyword research tool like SEMrush or Ahrefs or anything like that. So this part was actually really complicated. There's a new tool that I found out about called systems.io. Now, this tool, the reason why I'm using it is because it gives me like 2,000 free emails that I can send, or 2,000 free people that I can email at a time before they start charging me. And I didn't know how fast I was going to start getting people on my email list. And don't leave the video yet if you hear email list, because I run $1 million business. Well, I shouldn't say $1 million, but I run a business that, it does multiple 6 figures a year already in e-com, but I don't particularly like doing email marketing. And I don't know why I don't like it. I just never really got into it, but there's like been millions of dollars left on the table that apparently I missed out on. But yeah, I'm trying to do this primarily through email, and you will see as the video goes on, right? So I spent this didn't take a day. Like, I spent a half a day, like literally like 12 hours, a half a day researching systems.io, how to set it up. And turns out that I was just like one video away, like 2.5 minute video. It's like solved all my problems. So I was having an issue with Shopify and systems.io. So me making this video, it's gonna save you time if you do decide to do this. You do need to have a paid domain name if you want to use systems.io and do this, what I'm saying, or any entity. You need to have a paid domain name. It cannot be any free thing. It cannot be .wix, .weebly, .shopify. It has to be a premium paid for domain name, because it's going to cause you a lot of trouble and you won't be able to do this. So I had a problem verifying the domain name in systems.io because it was using, I didn't purchase the domain name when I was doing this first, so I had the .shopify.com extension of my domain name, and it was like, well, you can't use Shopify as your whatever. So I got that fixed and figured it out after a couple days. So I got an account created, and when I created the systems account, like this is free. There might be links in the description to all of the stuff that I'm talking about. But yeah, the systems.io account is very important and it's necessary for this. Like the Pinterest, it isn't necessary, but I created the Pinterest anyways, just so I can get free traffic, and I think that's where the majority of my traffic came from. I also use a paid tool called LowFruits.io. I mentioned this several times on my channel before in the past. This isn't a subscription tool. You pay for credits and use it as is. Let me just tell you, I just purchased more credits. The price has not changed since 2022. Like the last time I purchased something was August of 2022. I purchased my last 2,000 credits and I paid $25 for them. Sorry, my computer is timed out. And I paid $25 for them, and I just finished those like in the past month before I started doing this. So what LowFruit does is pretty much giving you low-hanging fruit search terms or keywords, where if you wrote topics on these things, it would show up on the first page or show up in Google much easier. Like a lot of people aren't targeting these keywords or writing on these keywords because they don't find them valuable or as things that may be more profitable. There's buyer keywords and there's information keywords. So the more buyer-oriented or purchase-oriented transactional a keyword is, the more difficult it's going to be, because you're going to have bigger players in the niche trying to compete for that, and they're already existed. But you or me as a small person who I just bought this domain on the 3rd of April, me coming out here, I have to find where there's gaps in there. So what I did, I went on LowFruit, I put in just the broad topic that I had and just plugged it in there, and then I refined it down to the sub niches or the subtopics that I wanted to, and then it picked out a few dozen keywords. And I was like, okay, these keywords can get me like a couple hundred traffic per month. So what I wanted to do is just use AI to write traffic, to write contents and blog posts, target these special keywords, these specific keywords, low-hanging fruit, they're really long tail keywords they call them. You can go do some more research on it. And then publish those, have traffic come in, link to the products from those pages, and then get my sales that way. Now, I've done this in every single one of my businesses, but I wanted to see how fast it would happen in this business. So I created I did the LowFruit research, and then I pre-wrote all of those. Well, I just did the research. I didn't write anything then. Then I created a folder to store all the raw data that I was going to research, because everything that I said is how I got started. This was just doing all of the research to get to this point of what I actually need to do. So I created a folder to store all of my raw research, and there was folders and subfolders, but it will just happen as you go on. So with this folder that I created, I took every single keyword that I got out of LowFruit. It was more than just a couple dozen at this point. It was like probably like 70 something keywords that I took, and I took the highest ones off that list, run them through ChatGPT, and I put them down into clusters and topics. So then I came down to like 4 or 5 topics that I wanted to focus on to create content on, and then I went on YouTube and I searched for those topics, and I expanded it by the most popular videos, the most recent videos, the most liked videos and stuff like that. Then I made an Excel spreadsheet. So I had the video name, the video URL, the amount of likes, and all of that stuff for the video. So I can just categorize this in here and see every video that I've done so far. So that's what you need the folder for, to actually track the progress of what you're doing, just to track everything. The next thing I did was, after I made this list of YouTube videos that, again, I compiled this list of like dozens or hundreds of videos based on the keyword research. So I went on YouTube, typed in a keyword like, best products to stop growing, or best way to start growing locks, or whatever, things not to do and stuff like that. Then I would take all of the best videos, copy and put them in a list. Once I have that list, I would then create separate Word documents of each of these video files. So this is where all of the information comes from. Once I create these Word documents, I would go to video number 1, copy the title, name it the video, and then I would go to a website, any free transcription website, to transcribe YouTube videos to text for free. Put in the video URL, it'll spit out a transcript in like 5 seconds. I copy the transcript, put it in this file, I copy the video description, put it in this file, and then I copy every single comment on that video and put it in that file and close it. Now I do that for every single video on the list, and it literally took me like 4 or 5 hours to actually do this, and it's super boring, but it is what you got to do. What you got to do to get started. I wasn't an expert, and I didn't want to write the stuff, so I had to go out there and like actually gather the data so I can get some good information to actually create a banging solid product. So once that I was done, got all the research done, this is actually how I use the research. So the first thing I did was I took every single one of those folders. There was like 79 or 78 Word documents that I had. I uploaded every single one of them to ChatGPT. I then, because I'm creating a specific ChatGPT or a specific GPT for this, so I put all of that into ChatGPT, and I'm like, hey, this is what we're doing still. This is what I want. Here's all the script. Here's all the information I gathered. So you can imagine 79 videos on various topics, the video transcript plus the video descriptions, and then thousands of comments per videos. Like, I almost ran the space on my computer when I was doing this. But next time, if someone's watching this, it's probably do this in like Dropbox or like Google Drive or something like that, so you don't take up too much space on your computer. So I put all of that into ChatGPT, and this is how I'm using this information. So first, I used it, and I was like, hey, Chat, based on this information, I want to create a persona and brand voice for everything. So I want to standardize a brand voice and everything for my brand going forward. So I want my writing style and my bios and stuff like that. So I wrote an about page and a YouTube bio created with the information I provided on everything that I dug up, and the purpose of the entity that I created, so the purpose of the website and the digital products that I'm selling. And then I wrote an about page and a bio, optimized to meet my target audience and to resonate with the people, with my customer avatars. The next thing I use this information to do is to create a freebie or a lead magnet where I can then tell people, once they're watching the content, say they're not ready to buy something. Like, for example, I have this article on like how to grow dreads like 10 times faster or whatever, and then within that article I'll have like a freebie and say, hey, before you go, here's the top tips to whatever. You get what I'm saying. Whatever freebie you can offer them in the written blog post or the associated YouTube video to tell them, hey, first link in the description, grab the freebie, it will tell you this and that and blah, blah, blah. So in that freebie, in that process, it's very important. So the lead magnet, it needs to resonate with what they want. So people, this needs to be like a real problem that they need help with, that you can create them so they will be willing to exchange their email and phone number for this, for the lead magnet. And you can also put affiliate links and upsells into this stuff. So the upsells will be selling their own products or selling your top affiliate products. And then I also use the same information to create the digital products. So the next thing I was able to do out of this is, since I gathered so much feedback with you have the videos and the comments, I had ChatGPT scour all of this content and find relevant products that people were talking about, or relevant things people were talking about, that I could then go ahead and find and become affiliates for those products and sign up for them. So I did that. So I found a bunch of affiliate offers and I signed up and I became an affiliate. So as you can see, I'm doing a lot of upfront work before I even started really building anything. Like it was just a shell of everything, but this was like 2-3 days in. So the next thing I did was I wanted to do YouTube focus first, but I also wanted to do the blog posts and the articles that I wanted to write based on, like I said, the low-hanging fruit keywords that I could write about. So I used that information, that base information, to write the YouTube video scripts, which was a very difficult part, because if you don't know how to like write well or optimize a YouTube video, the flow of the YouTube video won't convert as well. But this is something that you will develop over time if you're starting out. You can go do research to optimize your YouTube video script writing and stuff like that. But that's besides the point. Just don't get focused on that. It's all repetition. You get better over time. So then I pre-wrote all the YouTube video scripts that I wanted. I think I wrote 9 scripts already. I wrote 9 scripts, 16 blog posts, and I wrote the entire YouTube video description. And what this means is I pre-did everything up front. So I had the 16 blog posts that are all written down with affiliate links in it to all of the Amazon links that I signed up to and the other affiliate links that I signed up to. And then the video description as well. It's like everything, like you would see, as soon as I got the video back, I will be able to just copy paste this, put it on YouTube. I don't have to think about anything. So I did all of this up front and then I was on my way. So the other thing that I actually used this for was to actually use this to create the digital products themselves, because with so much raw data and feedback from people in the comment section and the comments on the comments, I was able to use this plus my own insight and have ChatGPT create 2 digital products for this. Now, I didn't actually want to sit down and turn this into like a nice looking PDF and something like that. So I went to the next stage, which was creating and outsourcing. Now in this stage, I started by using Canva to create YouTube thumbnails. Now I initially reached out to 2 or 3 people on Fiverr to create YouTube thumbnails, but I was trying to save money in the process of doing this and it wasn't really necessary. So what I did was, since I had my brand new YouTube account and my Gmail account, I logged into the YouTube channel. I just typed in my keywords because I was searching them up for hours now. So my home feed on YouTube is 3 days old. And I could see just a bunch of recommended channels, and I can see that they have thousands of views and the style of thumbnails, how they're writing, the writing style and the images and the graphics and stuff and all that stuff, and the color scheme. So I was like, you know what, I'll just practice this myself. So I made, 27 thumbnails. So 9 videos, 3 per video, because YouTube have this feature where they can split test between thumbnails. So split testing is just YouTube showing one thumbnail over the other to see which one get the best click-through rate and get your videos more views. So I created 27 thumbnails up front, which would have cost me at least $50 or $100. So I decided to just do that myself, and that took me it took me 10-15 minutes. It wasn't that long, because once I got the first one done, actually it really took me 20 minutes, because the first one took me 10 minutes to make a template, and then once I got the template done, I just changed the wording and then I had the images that I wanted to just change. So that was pretty easy. So I made all of the thumbnails, put them in a file, and the next thing I did was I went to 11 Labs. I made an 11 Labs account, link in the description. It's $22 a month, and I made a custom voice for this channel. So after watching dozens of reputable channels on YouTube, I realized that all of these people, they almost sound the same, which is, it's weird. They're not the same people, but they have this same style of communication. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. I went to 11 Labs and I was recreated a voice that sounds similar to that niche and speaks the same way. So I did that in 11 Labs, and then I made the voiceovers for all 9 video scripts and put them separately into different files. So it would be like part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. So the thing with 11 Labs is you can't just drop like 500 words in there or 1,000 words at a time and it'll be okay. It's best to just do it like section by section. So you just do like a little bit by a little by a little bit. So yeah, I ended up like my videos usually turn out into like clips, like 30 to 30-second clips. So my clips will be 30 to 60 seconds a piece. And I'll usually have 7 to 14 of those per video. So my videos are 4 minutes to 8 minutes on average. And I do that. So I get all the clips from all the voiceovers from 11 Labs, store those, the voiceovers are made, the thumbnails are made, the scripts are made, the blog posts are made. Next thing to do was go to Fiverr. And I went to Fiverr, found someone to turn the actual digital ebooks into digital ebooks. So someone on Fiverr did this for $15. They took 2 days and actually made a template on Fiverr so I can actually on Canva, so I can go into my Canva now and edit this in the future for wherever I want. So they made an actual lead magnet. So this was like a 5-page like thing, freebie that I offered, which it contained a bunch of affiliate links and upsells and promoting my product was flat. So they made that, and then they made the 2 associated ebooks as well for $15, which is crazy work. I don't know, shout out to this person who did it because it should have definitely cost more and they did a really good job. And then I hired a faceless YouTube video creator and editor. Now, this is going to be tricky because if you go on Fiverr right now or Upwork or anything and you're doing this, you've never done this before, people are going to be charging you an arm and a leg to be doing any kind of video edit, and rightfully so. Like, video takes forever to edit, and especially doing it without like your face, like this kind of video, which is just easy to just like, you know, edit stuff out. Making a faceless video, you have to like capture people's attention and keep them there and all of that stuff. So you need to find someone who can do this for a reasonable price, or you're gonna have to learn to do it yourself. Like there's a bunch of tutorials out there on how to do this stuff on YouTube, and it's like some of them makes it super simple and some of them overcomplicated, but it's not that hard. Once you get the hang of it, you can do it. And if you're doing this full time to make money, then it won't be that bad. But I just don't like making video for some reason. I don't know what it is. So I found someone on Fiverr to make the videos for me. And what I did was to get a good deal. And let me tell you, I spent $124 to have 4 videos made. And some of these videos are longer than others, but that isn't a terrible price when I'm going to be telling you how much money that was made and everything else, because this is something that I can do myself, but the video guy did something. So I went on Fiverr and I typed in faceless YouTube video editor, and you'll probably see like cash cow videos, top 10 videos, blah, blah, blah. You don't want any of those people. You want to look for someone specifically that makes videos from Word. You're not going to be providing this person with any kind of images or, you know, royalty fee clips or any of that stuff. You just tell them your color scheme, your plan, what you want, and they do what you want. That's the kind of person that you want. So I found someone like that, and here's a trick. You should ask for a discount. I've been using Fiverr for 10 years now to build all of my businesses and outsource businesses that I work with. So you want to ask them for a discount when you're having this video done, because what a lot of them do or offer on Fiverr is they'll say, hey, we'll do a video package. We'll make you a faceless video, but they'll charge you whatever it is. Let's say they want to charge you $20 to make a video, and that's gonna come with AI voiceover, which is terrible. Their voiceover is terrible. It comes with a terrible AI voiceover and background music and everything, and a script. Now, if you approach someone and you're telling them, hey, you have this project going on, you have multiple videos, and you're looking to do this for the long term, if they can give you a discount because you already have your AI voiceovers that you did yourself from 11 Labs to make them perfect to what you wanted to do, and you already have your own scripts, you don't have to worry about if it's going to convert or anything. You can just ask them for a discount, and then the way you do the calculations is you take what they give you. So let's say they're doing $20 for one video, and it comes with AI voiceover and background music and a script. And if you ask this person, hey, how much would you be willing to do a video for like a 5-minute length, you know, the same video, let's say it's 5 minutes, and they tell you, hey, I'll do that for, you know, $10, since I'll give you half off since I don't need all the other stuff. So what you do then to calculate your prices, you just calculate how much that is per seconds. So you would divide however many seconds is in 5 minutes. What is it? 5 times 6, 30, 300 seconds is in 5 minutes, and this guy's charging you $10. So you're paying pretty much 1 penny per second of runtime that you're using, or something like that, or 1 penny per 3 seconds of runtime. So that's how you would calculate your cost for, how much it would cost in the future. I don't know why I told you that, but that's just how I negotiate with people on Fiverr, and I've been using it for 10 years and it works. So at the end of this, I got the 2 digital products created and launched. I posted 16 pages in total, and those 16 pages were specific to like 16 of those low-hanging fruit keywords that I deemed necessary and related to my niche and the products that I was trying to sell. And there's a bunch more keywords. Like I can go do this right now, but I haven't. But I just wanted to see. I want to give it 30 days to see if it actually rank and stuff like that. So 16 pages posted, and when I went into Google Search Console, I might put a screenshot on the screen. They said 45 people clicked. So this is a brand new entity. This is like this doesn't happen often actually, but I've been doing SEO for a long time. And again, these are low-hanging fruit keywords, and no one's really looking for this stuff. So me coming out there and posting content, like valuable content that makes sense about these topics, it makes sense for it to actually get clicks. And some of you might be hearing like 45 clicks, 45 people in a month. It's really not a lot, but for a brand new website that just spawned out of nowhere, it's a lot. So 45 people clicked as far as Google tracked on natural SEO stuff that I did for those pages that I posted. These weren't like clicking through YouTube links or anything like that. And they had 3,335 impressions, and I have a total, the website's ranking for a total of 199 keywords. Now that doesn't mean that 199 keywords on the first page. It just means that there's 199 different phrases or ways that people have phrased or searched for similar things, and my website has popped up in the first 10 pages of Google. Now I know that there's a few keywords that I have, like 2 of them are on the first page already, and then like maybe 6 or 7 are on the second, third page, but then the majority of them are on like page 3, page 4, which no one ever goes. So there's definitely, it seems like, I don't want to say easy, but this niche seems very easy so far. Like I'm very surprised at the amount of, the little bit of work that I put into actual, like making things happen. Not, I guess the upfront work was kind of crazy, but yeah, only doing this. So with all of that being said, you might be wondering like how things have gone so far, what I've done. So far, only 1 video has been posted. Now, I hit up my video guy a while ago, but then he started making the first video, and the first video got posted on the 13th of this month, of April, and he was sick for, he just came back like 3-4 days ago. So he was sick for the entire period after that. So I didn't have any more videos, and the next one is supposed to be coming in like within a few hours. So only 1 video has been posted so far out of the 4 videos. And I haven't paid the $124 yet, but that's the total cost of it. I posted the 1 video, the 16 pages, and with the systems IO, the video description, the system IO, it says in the top, get a free, get this free downloadable guide to whatever was mentioned in the video. 290 people viewed that page, the lead magnet page, which is, I am so surprised by that. I never expected so many people to view the page. It could be the same people going there over and over, but 200 people view that page. 100 people, like this was as of me like typing this up 2 hours ago, 100 people put in their email and name and said, hey, I want this guide. So that's 34.48%. Now on YouTube, I only have 2 subscribers so far, but 2 is better than none considering it's a brand new channel. That video got 142 views, 7 likes, and 2 dislikes. Now a lot of people just dislike the videos just because, but this video is 100% AI video. Like the voice, you can't really tell it's AI and stuff like that. But then having B-roll and, well, I have a B-roll AI avatar that takes up the guy used to take up the filler space when he's not showing anything or demonstrating anything in the video. And then I really like that, so I can use that for myself. And then the rest of it is just B-roll and then text on screen and stuff like that, and background music. But it's really good so far. I made a Pinterest account, and on the Pinterest I have 13 boards, and on these boards, like you don't have to, like this wasn't really necessary, but I have Pinterest from my other business, and over time it does get a lot of traffic. So you'll see why I'm wondering where so much traffic came from. I don't have the stats for Pinterest, but I have the 13 boards, and the images that are on Pinterest are just images that were taken directly from the pages that I posted. So if like I had a post from the list of keywords from LowFruits.io, link in the description, I'll have like a ton of images on the page, or if I have like an affiliate page where I'm talking about a bunch of products, I'll have those on a page, and then I'll just go through There's a Pinterest app on the Google Store or the Google Play Store, whatever it is. You can just like select all of those images and automatically put it on Pinterest for you. Don't have to worry about it. So 13 boards on Pinterest. Okay, so here's how much money the site made in the last 30 days, or it's not quite 30 days, but it started 30 days ago and it didn't really launch and whatever. So the biggest day sales-wise was yesterday because the rankings are going up, and I made 3 sales yesterday and 3 or 4 sales yesterday, something like that. Between yesterday and the day before, I made 3 sales. But on Amazon, I had 16 orders, $221.75. So $221.75 in sales on Amazon. And all of that is coming from the ebook. So when someone signs up for this free, whatever it is, this freebie that I gave them from the YouTube channel, they get it in their email and they open it up. They see all these freebies and these instructions. They're guides on how to do things and recommendations. And then a lot of those are affiliate links to Amazon and elsewhere. Now, Amazon is saying only $74.14 of those items were shipped. And my cut of all of that, crazy, $1.88. So I don't know if you can see that on my screen, but I put that in red here. I think I'm going to take out Amazon completely out of this whole equation. Like this $1.88, it's cool, but that just no. That's not worth my time for the amount of sales and money that's going in through Amazon. Like I'm getting $1.88 out of $222. Okay, so the next affiliate sales that came in, I got 1 affiliate sale that came in that's non-Amazon. That was $78, and I made $11.27 in commissions, and that's much better. Imagine I did a $78 sale and I get $11 in commission. Amazon, I did $222 in sales and I got $1.88 in commission. See, I'm gonna replace all of these Amazon links with this other affiliate because it's possible. Now, for the actual digital product sales for the entire month with 1 video and the articles that I posted, I didn't run any paid ads. I did 10 sales, 10 orders on this brand new website, and that totaled into $301 in revenue. I got 1,836 sessions. Now that's just like page views. I don't know how many, I didn't check how many actual unique visitors it was. And then I got 3 abandoned carts. So I'm pretty impressed by that, to be honest with you. I'm very impressed. Now the total startup cost that I had for this was $203. And a lot of those are like one-off fees and things like that. But it cost me $203 to date to get this started. And I've only posted 1 video yet. Total revenue so far has been $314.15 as of April 30th, 10:15 a.m. 2025. And my profit so far has been $111.15. Now my future plan for this and my future plans on recurring costs. I want to get rid of my main Shopify store, and Trump is really helping me do that with the tariffs right now. But I want to get into digital stuff in general. Like I don't want to be tied down and dealing with the e-commerce and the rising cost of like dealing with shipment and customer problems, and I don't want to deal with it anymore. So I'm going full digital, and well, at least in my online ventures or my online money making and things like that, as far as I'm concerned for right now. So here are my future plans. So my video guy can manage one of these videos every 3 or 4 days. So every 3 days, I don't know if that's going to be sustainable to have a video made every 3 days. But if I want to do that, it's going to cost me around $300. I need to pay him $300 to make 10 videos a month. After the Fiverr fee, they're going to tack on another 10%, so $330. And I'm assuming let's just run it up to $350 a month. I'm going to be spending to have content created. I'm going to be spending $29 a month on Shopify. This is in 2 more months, so 60 days after now, when my $1 a month trial ends, I'm going to be getting a yearly plan and spending $20 a month. It averages down to. I'm not paying this now, but the digital delivery app that I'm using in Shopify will cost $15 a month when I start hitting 100 sales a month in digital sales. I already hit 10 sales this month with just not many videos, and then 15 cents for every additional orders after that. 11 Labs, I already use this through my other business at $22 a month, but I'm going to be considering this as an expense if someone was going to be starting this up. So $22 a month for 11 Labs, $13 a month for Canva, ChatGPT is $20 a month, and out of all of that, the only fixed cost every month is going to be $100 flat, or like $99 a month to actually run this business. And you can see it made $300 in revenue last month. So if I were doing the content myself, which is the video, I could easily be saving money, but I don't want to do that. I want to be doing other things. I want to be doing the writing and creating other products and stuff like that. I want to be outside. I want to be hanging out with my people. I want to be drinking and smoking and traveling the world and stuff like that. So this is why I'm doing this. I'm going to be paying this guy upwards of $300 a month. Let's just say that for the foreseeable future, to like get this to where I want to. But base cost right now, I'm looking at $449 a month to keep this going for the next month. If I want to scale this, which is not next month, which is like 3 months from now, I want to be putting at least $500 a month towards this, right? And get it going. What else? The next video, like I said, the video number 2, I already saw it. The video looks great. It just looks like the most amazing sales. I don't want to be like over hyping it, but it looks great for like, it's a free video. It's a free version of the paid thing that I'm doing, but it looks so good that I couldn't imagine that I don't get at least a couple sales from it, like when I send out this email. So what I'm going to do is, with these 100 leads that I have, I'm going to go through and write an email and send that email out with the video talking about this video, so how they can get started for free and do all of the stuff that I'm mentioning, and then plug that product again and see how many sales come back. Now, I don't know when or if I'm going to be updating this, if anyone actually cares about this stuff or want to see it, but I'm going to be recording this for myself so I can document my whole journey of doing digital product instead of like physical products, and see how that goes in the future. But that's my plan for right now, and maybe I keep this for myself, or maybe in a few months, if I can get this to like making $100 a day. If I can get this to be making $100 a day in the next couple of months or so, that would be ideal, and I can even sell this for whatever. But this was just supposed to be practice, and I'm glad that I did this, and I'm glad that I have the knowledge that I have now, because I can actually take this whole list of information, all of this right now, I can package this up, add some more to it, make it more in depth, and turn this itself into a digital product. Now, for anyone out there watching this and you don't want to put your face on camera, like I've made $1 million online without like showing my face for my main business. But this YouTube channel was just made for me to document the stuff that I was doing for the longest time. And for the longest time, I didn't put my face on this channel, but it was taking too long for me to edit videos and stuff like that. So I just decided, screw it. And it doesn't really matter. I don't care about, people knowing, man. And no one really sees this video anyways. But for someone out there, if you don't want to like sit down, or if you would much rather like sit down, you don't have to pay this couple $100 for someone to make videos for you. You can sit down and shoot videos. I'm recording my iPhone right now. I got a little phone stand right there, and I can shoot these videos and post it up. Now, if I were supposed to use this as a sales video, this would be, well, not a great example for the way I started the video, because I didn't do a proper intro and stuff like that to capture your attention and stuff like that. But the purpose of this video isn't to sell you something. If I were supposed to sell you something, I would tell you something in the description, like, hey, if you like this video, or you like what I'm talking about right now, or no, let me do a better job. Like, if you like this video, or you like this information that you learn right now, click the first link in the description to grab this copy. You get the free file of what I'm using here to pretty much you get what all the YouTubers are saying. But I will just do that and offer you this free folder, and within this free folder, within this free PDF file or this free Word document, I can give you the full step-by-step of everything I did here. I'm not selling you anything, but if I did have something to sell you, I would upsell it in here. Additionally, what I can do is I can actually do what I'm telling you right now, if I'm not too lazy, give you a guide to actually go with and go out and start your business and do this, get up and running within 30 days without even being in the niche that you know something about. But that's not advisable. I'm not an ideal candidate for this niche that I'm in anyways. But yeah, I could totally do that and put in a bunch of affiliate links to all of these things that you would need anyways. And it's not like I'm like trying to sell you these things, but these are tools that you will need. And it's actually impressive, to be honest. $100 a month in fixed fees to start a digital product business. And the reason why I wanted to do this is, like, I got my 10 sales, it made it $301, is that I didn't have to do any kind of fulfillment, which was the best part. Like, I don't have an alert for when the sales come in. I don't know when, I don't have anything, no notification. It just runs itself, and all I have to do is I have the base knowledge already. ChatGPT already gave me all of the topics that I need to create content for the next 2 years on. Is just make the schedule and have the guy make the videos, and just turn the videos into articles and the articles into videos, publish them, update the content, and eventually, right now, the next thing that I'm doing is I'm testing out different price points because on my main business, I'm thinking about, well, I'm not thinking about, it's in the works right now. I'm going to be doing a higher ticket ebook. Like I'm thinking about like a $200-300 ebook for some basic shit. And it's not like the information isn't good or it won't work. People want to buy expensive things, and the more expensive something is, the more likely that they are going to do it. So for a video like this, if I'm offering this for you for free, like a lot of people see this, I'm like, oh, that's too much work, I'm not going to do that, blah, 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 whatever. If I turn this into like a proper thing and sell it to you for $1,000 and guarantee you results and stuff like that, then you might change your mind. If I show you some more proofs, and if I actually get the people that I'm coaching to show you their results, then you might change your mind. But yeah, that's just what I'm doing with digital products. I feel like this was pretty simple, pretty straightforward. I know I talked a little bit fast, but all of this stuff is pretty simple that you can go out there, research on YouTube in more depth if I went over something too fast, or if you want me to make other follow-up videos on this, anyone watching this, to go out there and actually get this started. And again, this isn't something that I specialize in. Like this topic that I made, that I made this store on, I am the furthest person from the ideal avatar for this. This was just a random idea it was pretty much the last video that I saw on YouTube that popped up the idea in my mind. But yeah, now that I actually have the test dummy out of the way and I got the system down and I got the workflow down, I can actually go out there and work on those 37 different digital products that I said in the beginning. Now, if you can't tell already, I have ADHD, and that's part of my downfall. But yeah, I'm going to be working on that in the near future, and hopefully I can stay consistent and post some more videos here on YouTube. But anyone made it this far in this video, if you need some help on anything, post it down below in the description. And yeah, good luck. Talk to you guys later. Peace.